Hey guys, Sir Owen Disney here, and it is really late on a Saturday night. As a matter of fact, it's about 11 o'clock, so without any further ado, let's talk NXT and Smackdown. And tomorrow is Survivor Series, so I wanted to get this video out before Survivor Series. Wrestling fans, don't worry, Turning Point is actually coming on, I believe, Wednesday. Wednesday should be Turning Point, so look forward to that, honestly. Wednesday, it might be Thursday. Yeah, it'll be Wednesday. Wednesday, that'll work. Because, Thanksgiving, obviously, I work and then I'll come back here. So I'll be actually able to watch Impact on Thanksgiving. So I may actually do a video on Thursday. Who knows? So let's talk about NXT to start with. So usually I go in housekeeping and, oh yeah, you guys are probably missing something. Usually I go into housekeeping, but no, tonight, we're really late on the video. Let's get it out. So let's do this. Bo Dallas comes out. Start the show off. It's his big return celebration. He says there's no place like home. All around the world, everyone loves Bo Dallas. So he's going to show us all a slideshow. Well, he shows us a slide that happened in Montreal. He says in Canada, Bo Levers are referred to as Bo Nuts. And then he shows us a slide that says in Cambodia, he faced Justin Gabriel in front of 300,000 people. And of course, Justin Gabriel lost. And in Liechtenstein, there was a Bo rally, and apparently Bo is also a doctor of sorts because just spending time with Bo Dallas made this guy 50% better. So in Transylvania, they offered him baked goods, and the Transylvanian word for cookie gets broken out, and basically it leads to the fact that Bo just breaks into his best Oprah Winfrey impersonation, says, "You want a cookie? You want a cookie? Well, you get a cookie, and you get a cookie, and you know you want a cookie." Well, someone that doesn't want a cookie is Sami Zayn. But he's not out there yet. Actually, the first person that comes out would be JBL. JBL, of course, our interim general manager on NXT. He basically comes out to shake Bo Dallas' hand. He refers to him as the face of NXT. This brings out Sami Zayn. And Bo looks at him and is like, "Sammy, did you come out to get a cookie?" He's like, "No, Bo, I'm not going to get a cookie. It's nice to see you, friend. And it's also nice to see the interim general manager, who is the reason that I am suspended currently." So JBL pretty much just puts him in his place and says, "You interrupted both of us, the face of NXT and your interim general manager. I'm a wrestling god, don't forget that. You need to learn some respect, son." So Sami just wants to not be disrespectful. He just wants to be reinstated just so he can have the express purpose of taking the NXT Championship off the waist of Bo Dallas. So JBL's like, "Okay, fine, you're reinstated." As a matter of fact, tonight we're going to start a Beat the Clock challenge to determine who is the #1 contender to Bo Dallas' NXT Championship. And that man will get a shot at Bo Dallas' championship. So Zayn pats him on the chest and goes, "Welcome home, Bo." And that's the end of the segment. Good opening of the show. Bo Dallas, day by day, Bo Dallas is amazing. That smile is creepy as all get out. He is an amazing heel. I love Bo Dallas. I don't really necessarily like him the best in the ring. Okay, I'll say this. He's growing on me. The Bolette and like the Bo Dog and all the Bo maneuvers that he has named and I have named for him. The stuff he did with Wade Barrett in 2012, not the greatest, but this is better. I like this Bo Dallas. This Bo Dallas is a lot more entertaining, and Bo is just somebody you want to hate, and the fans at Full Sail absolutely despise Bo Dallas. They start chanting, "No more Bo," constantly. So, we're going to start a Beat the Clock challenge, which is a match between Big Cass, Colin Cassidy, officially a babyface, slapping hands and everything, taking on Alexander Rousseff, who is finally with a named Lana. So Lana is officially named for the first time. And of course, auspicious by his absence is Enzo Amore, who was hurt at an NXT house show. So he'll be out for quite a while, actually. I think legitimately he broke something big. As a matter of fact, you know, as we do here on Pop, I like to make sure everything is as set up as possible. I make sure everything is listed as much as I can. So, let's look at Enzo Amore's page real quick, shall we? There we go. He is out for 6 months with a broken leg. I was correct. On November 11th, he got knocked for 6 months with a broken leg. So that was... it's sad because, honestly, he was getting over huge. And he'll be over like Rover when he comes back. So, no, don't cry for him, Argentina. He'll be back with a vengeance. Colin Cassidy, on the other hand, is going to face off against Alexander Rousseff. So this match, of course, is going to set the time to beat in the Beat the Clock Challenge. So we start the match off, whip in reverse, and the Vader attack by Rousseff, 1-2, Cassidy kicks out. So the side headbutt and 1-2, again, Cassidy kicks out. So a nice overhand right, 3 huge falling headbutts, makes a cover, 1-2, and again a kick out. So he goes to the middle rope, goes to the headbutt, and he misses. Cassidy's got a chance to take him out now. So a big right hand, knocks him down for 1, and another big right hand, knocks him down, 1-2, gets a 2 count. Big gut shot, and he goes for a scoop slam. It gets blocked. He gets picked up by Rousseff in a slam position and put on the top rope, and those repeated knees to the kidneys. So Colin with hit with a knee, 1-2, and a kick out. He comes off the ropes. Big time leaping elbow from Colin Cassidy, and he's got Rousseff on the ropes right now. 1-2 and a kick out. Goes for a charging splash in the corner. He misses, finds nothing but turnbuckle. He gets tossed to the turnbuckle, nailed with the running hip check, and goes for the accolade. But it's not the end of the match like it normally is because he actually fights his way out by getting to the bottom ropes. So he goes for a cover, 1-2, and again, Colin kicks out. 2 big shoulder blocks. He puts him on the ropes, and he goes for the repeated knees, 1-2, and a kick out. So a club to the back, and 2 separate occasions on that time. A headbutt to the back of the head, and he locks on the accolade. This time, Colin Cassidy has to give it up. And your winner in 5 minutes and 33 seconds, Alexander Rousseff, who sets the clock. So he's going to go one-on-one against nobody, really. Basically, he won this match, so he is the time to beat. I don't know why I said he's going to go one-on-one. He's the time to beat. I'm used to this being a tournament. Obviously, it's the Beat the Clock Challenge. So we got our next match, which is Cassius Ohno against Tyler Breeze. This match should have been a lot better than it was. It was way too short. Obviously, due to the Beat the Clock Challenge, I wanted to see these guys with a lot more time. Given the fact that Chris Hero had left WWE, I would say that it's not going to happen. Hopefully, Hero will return home to Ring of Honor, if you know what I mean. So, Adam Cole, look out. That's all I got to say. So, we start the match off, and Ohno with an inside cradle, 1-2, and a kick out. And a backslide on Tyler Breeze, 1-2, and a kick out. Whip in reverse, and a leaping kick to the back of the head. While Ohno basically flips over the top rope, lands on the ring apron, and Breeze knocks him off with a leaping kick to the back of the head. That's the whole sequence right there. Knocks Ohno to the floor. So he pushes him back in at 8 because he's basically dead weight at this point, and since Hero's so huge, he's trying to drag him back in the ring. So he makes the cover 1-2, and Ohno kicks out. So he chokes him into the corner with the heel of his boot, and a vertical suplex 1-2, Ohno kicks out. So he clubs in the back of the neck, and he does it again, and a kick straight to the face, 1-2, Ohno kicks out. So Ohno's in serious trouble right now. Tyler Breeze is come to fight. So he goes for the beauty shot, and Ohno ducks out of it, rolls him up 1-2 and a kick out. So he catches the boot when he goes for a kick, slams him down face first, and he goes for the KO. Ducked by Tyler Breeze, rolls him up 1-2, and countered 1-2, roll up 1-2, and sunset roll up 1-2-3, and Ohno takes it in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. A nice finishing sequence for Ohno and Tyler Breeze. I'd like to see them in a lot longer match, but obviously, sadly, we're not going to see that, at least for a long time. So, basically after this, we get Lana talking to Ohno, and basically Ohno breaks out his Boris Badenoff impersonation, calls her Natasha, and everything except for calling her a no-good-nick. So, basically, she was like, well, Rousseff is not happy that you beat his time, and you're going to pay, and I was like, I don't care what you say, so I don't think this leads to anything. I don't know. It should lead to at least one more match, but Ohno doesn't have many NXT matches filmed right now left, so I don't know if it leads to anything, because obviously I did not read the spoilers for NXT before I do the recap, so there you go. So, I'm going to do this a little bit out of order because sometimes I write down segments, sometimes I don't. Basically, Bayley is a little dejected. So, she's pretty depressed because her best friend ever Charlotte turned her back on her to join the BFFs. So she's a little dejected for that. But she's not going to let that get her down, because she has a message for the BFFs. She puts up her fists and she says she's going to let these bad boys do the talking. So next week, we're going to get Bayley in some sort of a match against one or more of the BFFs. Either it'd be Charlotte, or Sasha Banks, or the gorgeous Summer Rae. So we'll see what happens on that. So I like this. Like I said, the 6-diva tag match that I've been talking about for a while, Paige, Bayley, and Emma against the BFFs, that will happen. And I don't know if it happens on this tapings, but if it doesn't, it will certainly happen very soon, if not the next tapings. So, remember how I was talking about a tag team to challenge Connor and Victor? Shout out to Wrestling News Source Podcast on that one. So, Connor and Victor, Connor O'Brien and Rick Victor, renamed now officially the Ascension, the NXT Tag Team Champions. I said there needed to be a team brought in to face them. And I brought up the Tons of Funk and the Primetime Players. I even brought up the Usos, but obviously they're being pushed right now, so no, can't really do that. The team I did not think about was Unico and Camacho. So they're now here, and I'll shoot. They come off like LAX light. And Unico is really awesome in the ring. Camacho's not bad. I mean, they're a decent tag team. They're actually going to have really serviceable matches against the Ascension. And Unico can work with Victor, and Camacho can match power with Connor. So I think this will work really well. Actually, I never thought about Unico and Camacho being the challengers for the Ascension, but I'm glad they did something like this. At least they brought in a WWE team in order to face them, because don't forget, Unico and Camacho were on SmackDown last week. Not this week, last week. The review I did last week. So, they're going to have a squash match against Chris Rothwell and John Hornigan. Yay. So, this match is pretty much over in a split second. Samoan drop by Unico, long day. Samoan drop by Camacho, and Unico comes off with the Swanton, 1, 2, 3. They basically say they want the Ascension. Later on in the show, the Ascension basically say that they'll accept the challenge. But be forewarned, be careful what you wish for, because it'll lead to your untimely end, pretty much. Other than not saying those exact words, but basically it's what a roundabout way to say to it. So, we got our next match, and this match is actually really good. It's Adrian Neville against the artiste, Aiden English. I'm going to throw out a really awesome thing that Aiden English did. Normally he does the Broadway serenade for the crowd. This time he comes out to a Rent knockoff. He does Seasons of Love, basically. I would call it, maybe Takedowns of Love. And it was awesome, and it has to be seen to be believed. Not on the same point as the song, obviously, because they're using the Aiden English instrumental theme song, and he's singing over that, and it doesn't really work for Rent, but it's okay. It was awesome. Props to Aiden English for doing this. So this match was really good. Actually, it's the best match on NXT this week. Given the fact that a Beat the Clock challenge, obviously the matches are going to be a little short. So that's basically what we got. So right away, roll up 1, 2, and Aiden kicks out. Scoop slam, lands on his feet, and he ducks the clothesline, slides under the legs, and leg sweep, goes for a cover, and Aiden English tries to turn around, and he gets caught. Backflip out, front drop kick by Adrian Neville. 1, 2, and Aiden English kicks out. So, snap suplex, 1 count only. Neville kicks out. So, 2 driving elbows by Aiden, and he makes a cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. This time, scoop slam connects, and a standing leaping leg drop, 1, 2, and a kick out. So, he goes for a cover, once again, 1, 2, and Neville kicks out once more. So, Neville punches his way all the way out of the corner, and backdrop suplex on Aiden, and nails him with a jawbreaker, but he tries to get the upper hand, and 3 kicks to the hamstring. He goes for a flying forearm off the ropes, and he nails another one off the ropes, and then a spinning back kick, and he comes off the ropes with a drop kick to the side of the head. Scoop slam, goes up top for the red arrow, and smartly Aiden English rolls to the opposite side of the ring. And when he stands up, he gets charged by Neville, puts up the back elbow, nails a swinging neck breaker out of the corner, 1, 2, and Neville kicks out. So he puts him on the turnbuckle as time's ticking away, climbs up, and Neville knocks him off with a headbutt after blocking 2 superplex attempts, and he nails the red arrow, and 1, 2, 3, Aiden English defeated in a tremendous match. Great win for Adrian Neville, and he sets the time to beat 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So, let's get to our main event of the evening, and it's the final match in the Beat the Clock Challenge. Sami Zayn taking on the mercenary Leo Kruger. This match was actually really good as well. So, not to be outdone, we start the match, ducks the clothesline from Leo Kruger, and big crossbody by Sami Zayn. Whip in, he goes for a hip toss, he gets blocked into a backslide, scoop slam, lands on his feet, and he rolls him up, 1-2, Kruger kicks out. Scoop slam on Sami Zayn, and 1-2, Sami kicks out. So a snap suplex by Kruger, float over pin, 1-2, and a kick out. Backdrop suplex, 1-2, and a kick out. Whip in, charges in, catches the back elbow, goes to the middle turnbuckle, and he charges in, catches the boot, and Sami Zayn climbs to the top rope, like springs to the top rope, like a single jump, flying body press, 1-2, and a kick out. And the European uppercut, 1-2, and a kick out, and a drop of the elbow, 1-2, and a kick out. Makes a deep cover, 1-2, and a kick out. Getting frustrated, makes another cover, 1-2, and again, Sami Zayn kicks out. So Leo Kruger goes for the cravat, and Sami punches his way out. And a knee lift from Kruger, and a whip in, catches him off the ropes, not even going to work, with a clothesline off the ropes, and another clothesline, whip in, reverse, and tosses him up, nails him with a drop kick, 1-2, and Kruger kicks out. So he charges for the Olay kick, and he misses it. He gets rolled up by Kruger, and Sami catches him with a backdrop, or gets caught with a backdrop, lands on his feet, ducks the clothesline, and a huge spine buster by Kruger. When he catches him off the ropes, 1-2, and a kick out. So he goes for another cover, 1-2. Sami Zayn again kicks out. He's setting up for the slice, and he nails the slice, 1-2, and a kick out. Makes another cover one more time. And, of course, we have Bo Dallas sitting at the top of the ramp watching the match the whole time. He makes a cover, and he gets rolled up with an inside cradle, 1-2, 3, and at 0... Oh, actually, no. I'll get out of that. So he makes a cover, and I'll go back to this. Slice 2, makes the cover, and he makes a lackadaisical cover. And he hooks the leg, and he gets rolled up under a crucifix roll-up, 1-2, 3, as the time expires. So, the clock's at 0. JBL comes out and says, next week, because this is now a tie, you're going to see a match between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, and my response is, you know it. And the winner will face off with Bo Dallas for the NXT Championship next week on NXT. And that is another reason to watch NXT. Once again, NXT was really good this week. I'll say right now, I like Bo Dallas more and more every week. Alexander Rousseff is a beast in every single way imaginable. Tyler Breeze is going to be huge in WWE when he gets brought up. And it sucks that Ohno got canned because he was getting really good matches in NXT. I will say, though, I'm very happy that he's back on the Indies, though, and I'm really looking forward to calling a Chris Hero match somewhere down the road. So, Unico and Camacho want the Ascension. Zero problems with that. That's going to be an awesome feud, at least a couple series of matches. And Neville and Adrian Neville and Aiden English. God, these names are so alike. They put together such an amazing match, really awesome match, and 4:45 was the time to beat. And in the main event, Sami Zayn beats Leo Kruger with 0 minutes on the clock. And, of course, we have a tie. Next week, Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville. Winner faces Bo Dallas in 2 weeks. So, I actually will not be doing that recap, sadly. Sorry. We'll come back in December, and I will talk about that. We'll talk about that later. So, let's go to SmackDown right away, shall we? So, this is our first match. We're not starting off with a long 20-minute segment. Oh no, we're going straight to action. And this first match is for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Goldust and Cody Rhodes, the Rhodes Warriors, taking on the Real Americans, Zeb's Militia, Antonio Cesaro, and Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter in their corner. This match was really, really good. And this was a fast-paced, hot match. Excellent contest. And let's go down the road, shall we? So Cesaro locks in the Idolvice, the chin lock, and Cody just front flips him off. And a big clothesline by Cesaro stops him, tagging to Swagger. So Swagger comes in, catches him with an awkward belly-to-belly suplex, 1-2, and Cody kicks out. So Swagger bomb, tag, we the people, leapfrog, double stomp. You know how the Steez works. 1-2, again, Cody kicks out. So tagging to Swagger, and a slingshot into a takedown. He basically slingshots him into the catapult into the big takedown, takes him down. 1-2, Cody again kicks out. Tag back into Cesaro as the Real Americans have cut the ring off at this point. He goes to the out of vice again. Again, Cody punches his way out. Whip in, charges in, catches the back elbow, and he backdrops a charging Swagger over the top rope to the floor. So Swagger pulls Goldust before Cody can make the tag. Smart move right there. So he tosses him up into the corner, going for the Alabama Slam, gets countered by a sunset flip by Cesaro. He drops down with both knees across the shoulders. 1-2, Cesaro kicks out. Toss him up in the air. Bam! Swiss death. 2.5. Cody kicks out. So he goes for a deep cover. 1-2 and a kick out. Whip in. Into the tip up. Sunset flip. Finds nothing. Puts him on the turnbuckle. He goes up top. Going for the standing moonsault. He connects. Tagging to Swagger. Swagger comes in. Tagging to Goldust. Goldust comes in. Ducks Swagger's clothesline. 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 Whip in. Reverse. And drop down. Uppercut. And a big spine buster off the ropes. So he knocks Cesaro off the ring apron for good measure, and the 10 punch on Swagger, and whip in reverse, charges in, Goldust catches him off the ropes, the power slam. Cesaro pulls him off before the 3 count is administered. So Swagger gets sent over the top, and Goldust back body drops Cody onto the Real Americans on the floor. So they toss Swagger back in, he climbs up, and he gets put on the shoulders. Goldust gets put up on his shoulders, on Swagger's shoulders, and Swagger plants him with a wheelbarrow facebuster, locking into the Patriot lock, drags him away from the rope so he cannot make the save. Goldust about to tap out. Cody comes in, nails the beautiful disaster, and Cesaro double legs him, hits the biggest WWE giant swing we've seen in a long time, the most rotations we've ever seen. I know it's at least more than 30. And Cody ends up just whirly-birded. So, that's not even a word, but it works for me. So, Goldust clotheslines Cesaro over the top rope to the floor, and that means Swagger rolls him up from behind, tries to steal the win, hooks the tights, 1-2, and almost a 3, but no, Goldust kicks out. So, Swagger charges in, Goldust catches him with a final cut, 1-2-3, and Cody and Goldust retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. What an excellent match. A hot 9-minute matchup to kick off SmackDown. Very enjoyable in every sense of the word. Alright. What's not enjoyable? So, Ryback issues an open challenge, and Great Khali accepts, because for some reason, WWE wants to continue to put Khali on my television, and I don't like it. So, Ryback goes for a 10 punch, Khali swats him off like he's a common housefly, and there's the overhand chop, and then again. And this time he kind of, like, turned it up on us. He, like, switched up everything. He nails a back chop on Ryback. Difference. So he clotheslines Ryback over the top of the floor. Khali comes out, tosses Ryback back in. Ryback smartly powders to the floor, and he pulls his arm over the ropes, and clothesline, and a brain chop, 1-2, and Ryback kicks out. Khali goes to the Punjabi plunge. It gets countered, ducks the clothesline, and the meat hook clothesline picks him up, shell shock, 1-2-3. Ryback wins. Okay, sure. So, because of what happened on Raw Monday night with AJ pulling the fast one and beating Vicky because of what's best for business, Vicky's like, okay, I'm going to turn it around on you. So you need to show you're a leader, so you're going to face the Funkadactyls in a 2-on-1. Okay. Whatevs. So, we start the match off right away, AJ Lee against Cameron and Naomi, the Funkadactyls. Really awkward double drop kick. God, Cameron is not a good worker. And, yes, I haven't wrote this, a double drop kick, sorta. So they chase her around the ring, and they do something that every man that's ever watched WWE, with the exception of a few, wants to do, and spanks AJ's bottom. And it was awesome! Okay, sorry. I don't want to see AJ get spanked, so where you go? So, basically, she hides behind Tamina Snuka, and they shove her down, and they chase AJ around, toss her back in the ring. Tamina pulls Cameron out of the ring. Good, so the actual workers can go at it. So, AJ clotheslines Naomi from behind, and nails the Hangman's Neckbreaker 1-2 and a kick out. Locks on the rear naked choke, which she's been using a lot lately, and she jumps on their back. She gets backed into the corner, and Insecurity kick on AJ by Naomi, 1-2 and a kick out. Cameron pulls Tamina off, turnabout is fair play. They knock Cameron off, does AJ, and walks right into the rear view, 1-2-3. Yeah, this wasn't good. No build for the 7-on-7 Divas traditional Survivor Series elimination match on tomorrow, given the fact that now we have to watch this in an elimination match. Not excited about this. So we got our next match, and this is a 6-man tag with the current reigning and defending WWE United States Champion Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, the Shield, taking on Jimmy and Jey Uso and the returning Rey Mysterio Jr. So, let's go to it, shall we? So, Rollins nails Jey Uso with a leaping enziguri kick. Tagging to Ambrose. Short arm clothesline, power drive elbow, combination 1-2, and Jey kicks out. So, locks in the Halo choke, and with a knee firmly planted in the lower back, and then a knee lift, and a neck breaker, turned around into a backslide, 1-2, and a kick out. So, sleeper on Jey Uso. Jey punches his way out, comes off the ropes, and he runs into him with a knee. Tagging to Roman Reigns, brings him to the apron, suplexes him all the way back in the ring with fierce ferocity. I like that. I think it sounds good. Tagging to Seth Rollins, he comes in, high velocity whip into the buckle on Jey on opposite corners, and he goes for the charging splash. It misses, and tagging to Roman Reigns, he knocks Jimmy Uso off the ring apron so Jey can't make the tag, and backdrop Uranagi by Roman Reigns. Nice shout out. And Jimmy makes the save. So Ambrose sends Jimmy out to the floor, and he charges in, misses, goes shoulder first in the ring post, tagging to Seth Rollins, hot tag to Mysterio, and he ducks the clothesline. Satellite head scissors takeover, and the seated senton from the cannonball senton from the top rope, springboard seated senton. Satellite into a DDT, and Ambrose comes in, makes the save, ducks Jimmy's clothesline, Roman with the spear, and then Roman ends up spearing Jey Uso, so Roman Reigns takes out the Usos. Powerbomb is blocked, punch out, and Ray Ranas him over the top rope to the floor, drop kick to the knee, and tag into Dean Ambrose. Ambrose nails a big clothesline when he's setting up for the 619, of course. So a tope con hilo by Seth Rollins onto the Usos on the floor. Scoop slam, slides off the shoulder, and 619 on Ambrose. Drops the dime, 1, 2, 3. So great finishing sequence for this match, and a great build-up to the traditional Survivor Series match for tomorrow's show. Do I think that Mysterio could lose tomorrow? Yeah, I really do, to be totally honest. Maybe it's not the best idea, but I think it'd be a good idea. Do you want to get Roman Reigns over? What better way to do it? So, we're finished on that. So we get our next match. Well, Randy Orton and Big Show, they're pretty much having their final talk. And, yeah, just whatevs. I could care less about this match. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo, because Bray Wyatt's awesome, and he says, "What happened to me was real. I felt it. And now when I close my eyes, I see memories that are not my own. But it made me understand that the world needs less revolutionaries and more revolutions." But how could you understand this? How could you possibly understand when people like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan can walk into a room anywhere and people's eyes light up like they are watching some mythological beast enter this room for the first time? They say things like, "Can you believe this? Look, it's CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. They're right here before us. Please pinch me and tell me that I am not dreaming." They are but men. Men who breathe and bleed exactly the same way you do. Yet you revere them as so much more, as if they have the power to lead the world on some mythical revolution, some mythical promised land that does not exist. Wonderful, sorry, long day. "And my father told me when I was a child that the meek shall inherit the earth one day. We are the weepers." And Harper says, "Walking upright. And we are guided by her hand. Follow the buzzards." Once again, Bray Wyatt, incredible promo, as always. So we get our tag team match, Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow taking on Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Okay. How the mighty have fallen. Hopefully not for too long in Sandow and Ziggler's case, but I think Ziggler is kind of in trouble right now. Not that kind of trouble, but his career's kind of on a slope. Hopefully he'll pick up soon. Axel's is screwed. So, Standing drop kick by Dolph into the 10 punch, and he dives off and catches Axel, who tries to stop him, and this walks into Sandow's huge clothesline, tagging to Axel, and he works him over for a bit, tagging to Sandow. 3 big knees, side California leg sweep, Kobe toe Akiette, after he rips off Dolph's t-shirt for whatever reason, tagging to Curtis Axel. Axel comes in, pushes him into the ropes, and a nice standing drop kick. So he forearms Biggie Langston. That just ticks him off, because obviously you're not going to knock the big man off the ring apron. So Dolph catches Axel with the exclamation point DDT, tagging to Biggie Langston, tagging to Sandow, and clothesline, knocks Axel off the ring apron, does Biggie, Vader attack, and big splash to the lower back of Sandow. He drops the straps, goes for the big ending, Axel clips the knee back from behind, and Ziggler comes in, nails the name dropper on Curtis Axel, ducks the clothesline of Sandow, Biggie plants him with a big ending, 1, 2, 3. Just basically to put Biggie over. Not a problem. Axel has no shot of winning tomorrow. Mark my words. So basically Alberto Del Rio says he's going to hurt John Cena. And, you know, that remains to be seen. Main event time. Oh boy. Daniel Bryan, the MVP of the WWE, against Luke Harper. This match was awesome, as the last time they worked each other. So, Bryan goes for the yes lock, and Harper just smartly rolls to the floor to break. And this is when we go to commercial. We come back to live action, and they're on the floor brawling, and Bryan gets whipped in the barricade on 2 separate occasions, whipped hard into the ring steps, tossed back in. So, the European uppercut 2 times, the 3rd time is stopped, backslide by Bryan, and he ducks the clothesline of Harper and the repeated kicks to the hamstring. Dragon screw leg whip. He goes to the leg and Harper kicks him off. So Harper gets nailed with a drop toe hold. He charges in. Harper catches him off the ropes with a Michinoku driver, 1-2, and a kick out. Drops the elbow. Bryan kicks out at 2. Whip in, backflip, ducks the clothesline, comes off the ropes, hooking clothesline. You know the Bryan steez. And then the yes kicks. He goes for the buzzsaw, gets caught, and sit-out powerbomb from Harper. 1, 2, Bryan kicks out. So 2 face washes across the bottom rope. And he goes for the gator roll into the side headlock. Gator roll again. This time into a reverse bear hug. Bryan drops down, forward roll, 1, 2, and a kick out. So Harper charges, comes off the ropes, and Bryan low bridges him, sending him over the top rope to the floor. Bryan charges, tope sends Harper into the barricade. Harper nails him from behind when he is distracted by Bray Wyatt, who stands up from the rocking chair at this point. And CM Punk's music hits. He comes out, and Rowan ends up getting sent out to stop Punk. Harper gets rolled up into the ring, 1, 2, 3, and Daniel Bryan wins this match. But after the match is over, as soon as the bell sounds, Harper mows him over to the big boot. So Punk comes in, and he's brawling with Bray Wyatt now. So Punk and Bray Wyatt are going at it. I want to see this match so bad. Rowan stops him, mug him momentarily. They toss Punk into the ring, and Punk gets nailed with a big-time lariat. So Punk ends up getting rolled out by Eric Rowan, and this allows for a big avalanche on Daniel Bryan by Rowan. They pick up Bryan for the sacrifice. Kiss of death, Sister Abigail, Bryan and Punk left in the center of the ring, motionless. Follow the buzzards, and we go home on SmackDown. A lot better go-home show for Survivor Series than Raw was, without any question. So yeah, that was SmackDown this week. So, I'm going to go ahead and say right now that there will not be any new champions crowned on Sunday. And if there are, I'll be severely shocked. The Wyatt family need to beat Punk and Bryan on Sunday for the feud to continue. That makes total sense. It's Wrestling 101. That's how it works. Big E Langston will beat Curtis Axel because there's no reason for there to be a title switch this quickly. The Miz has no reason to lose to Kofi Kingston because this is his first match as a heel. Back as a heel again. I think is a good chance that the Shield and the Real Americans are actually going to beat the Usos, Cody, Goldust, and Rey Mysterio, because the babyfaces were too up on this show, and it makes me think that the Usos, Rey, Goldust, and Cody are going to lose on Sunday. I truly believe that actually will happen. So yeah, that was interesting. And where are we on this? I think the Total Divas are going to beat the True Divas. I think that John Cena, obviously, there's no chance Del Rio has it winning on Sunday. Sorry, it's not going to happen. I wouldn't mind seeing they take the title off Cena, but it's not going to happen for a long time. And Randy Orton's going to be the big show. Yay. I could care less because that should be Daniel Bryan. So, that aside, short recap, but enjoyable for you guys. If you like these videos, tell your friends about them. Leave a comment. Do subscribe. There are 4 ways to help spread the word about Pop and the Popcaster Revolution. We have a brand new way as of yesterday. If you want to like us on Facebook, it is Sir Owen Disney Pop. Sir Owen Disney Pop. One word. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Sir Owen Disney. If you want to email me, it's sirowen@gmail.com. Or if you want to add me on Facebook, be my friend, it's Owen Disney. In the meantime, I will join you wrestling fans again on Monday for Survivor Series, Tuesday for Raw, and Wednesday for the Impact free preview of Turning Point, as well as Thursday for the Thanksgiving edition of TNA Impact. So that's going to be coming up the pike. So wrestling, of course, will go on a hiatus from this channel for a couple of weeks. I will tell you right now, as I look at my calendar, I will not be recapping NXT and SmackDown from the week of, well, NXT for the 4th and SmackDown for December 6th. I will not be recapping Impact on December 5th or the 12th. And I will also not be talking about the recapping of NXT and SmackDown from the 11th, NXT and SmackDown on the 13th, which means I'm also not doing Raw on the 9th or the 16th. So sorry about that. Once I return, we will go into live show, and of course we'll get into TLC, which of course is the end of the month, and Final Resolution, of course. That's going to be live on the 19th. Of course, it's 3 days after I'm gone, so yay. So, hopefully you like these videos, and I will continue to make these videos, and hopefully, sorry about it being so late. It's almost midnight now, so, but it'll be up, so, there. So, thank you guys and girls out there for watching. Till tomorrow, boys and girls. That's all I gotta say about that.